Hello everybody and welcome to today's severe weather update. Severe weather is likely across the central northern plains and upper Midwest today as the Storm Prediction Center has issued a level 3 out of 5 enhanced risk of severe weather across portions of eastern South Dakota, far eastern Nebraska, southwestern Minnesota, and much of the state of Iowa in the orange shaded region today. This includes Sioux Falls, South Dakota, and Omaha, Nebraska. We have a slight risk of severe weather across portions of Kansas and Nebraska, South Dakota, North Dakota, much of Minnesota, eastern Iowa, northern Missouri, through much of Illinois, Indiana, southwest Ohio, much of Kentucky, western West Virginia, into far western Virginia, northeast Tennessee, and western North Carolina in the yellow shaded region for today. And we have a marginal risk extending from the Texas Panhandle through the south central plains, the upper Great Lakes, Minnesota, through Pennsylvania, the Ohio Valley, into areas of western mid-Atlantic and the southeast in the dark green. And we also have a marginal risk of severe weather across central and southern Arizona today. And taking a look at our tornado threat, the Storm Prediction Center has issued a 2% chance of a tornado touching down within 25 miles of a location today across this green shade area, and this includes Sioux Falls, Omaha, Cedar Rapids, down through Cincinnati and Louisville. Make sure you're on guard for a couple of isolated spin-up tornadoes today if you live across the green shade region, but the main threat today is going to be the damaging wind threat, where a derecho is going to be possible, especially across portions of South Dakota, southwest Minnesota, eastern Nebraska, and Iowa, as the Storm Prediction Center has issued a 30% chance of damaging straight line winds of 58 miles per hour stronger within 25 miles of a location in this red shade region today. This includes Sioux Falls and Omaha, so make sure you're preparing for numerous to widespread damaging wind gusts, and several damaging wind gusts could be in excess of 75 miles per hour, especially in this hatched area, which extends from central Kansas through eastern Nebraska, eastern South Dakota, southwest Minnesota, and much of Iowa. 15% damaging wind risk in the yellow shade area across Minnesota through the Midwest and Ohio Valley, much of Kentucky in the yellow, and a 5% damaging wind risk in the brown shade area, also across southern Arizona. Make sure you're on guard for scattered damaging wind gusts in the yellow shaded region and isolated damaging wind gusts in the brown shaded region. And taking a look at our large hail threat, we also have a significant hail threat across portions of Nebraska, South Dakota, southeast North Dakota, northwest, west central Minnesota in the hatched area, where we could be seeing golf ball to tennis ball to baseball to softball size hail as these storms initiate this afternoon. So make sure you're parking your cars in the garage if you live in this hatched area. We have a 15% chance of quarter size hail or larger within 25 miles of a location across the broader yellow shade region, and a 5% hail risk in the brown shade area for today. So timing out the storms, we already have an ongoing weakening MCS across Illinois this morning. This will fall apart. But as we start going into 2, 3 o'clock this afternoon, monstrous hail-producing supercells are going to initiate across eastern South Dakota, southeastern North Dakota, producing hail of golf ball to tennis ball to baseball size, possibly some isolated softballs falling in the mix into 3 o'clock Central Time this afternoon. Going to 4, 5 o'clock, this will quickly congeal into a mesoscale convective system as it moves into western Minnesota, northeastern North Dakota. Could still be seeing embedded hail of golf ball to tennis ball to baseball size, though, and even across southeastern Nebraska with our more discrete cells. Going into 6, 7, 8 o'clock, rapidly moves to the east across Minnesota, and we could be seeing damaging destructive wind gusts pushing across Minneapolis, St. Paul as we go into about 9 o'clock Central Time this evening, with a secondary cluster across southwestern Iowa. And then these storms will continue to merge into one giant MCS going into midnight, pushing across eastern Iowa, southeast Minnesota, producing numerous to widespread damaging wind gusts. And this will continue all the way into the middle of the night. This is 4 a.m. Central Time. Could be seeing a powerful MCS derecho moving towards the Chicago area, pushing across much of Illinois. So be on guard if you live across Chicago. And then going into 6, 7 a.m. Central Time, could still be going strong into western Indiana before slowly dissipating through about 8 to 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. So thanks for watching today's severe weather update. Make sure you're preparing for large destructive hail and a derecho, especially across the upper Midwest into Illinois this afternoon, evening, and overnight. Thanks for watching. Please stay safe and have a wonderful day, my friends.